Hi guys, welcome to my channel at Care. Today we're going to be learning 3 different ways to make a face mask. Here are the items we're going to be needing. The first method will be using a sewing machine. We're using our cotton material. We're measuring 10 by 8.5 and we're going to cut through the material. Here's what we have. Next, we're moving to the machine to sew through the longer part after folding twice. It's the longer area. You fold twice and then you sew through the machine. We're doing the same to the other side. I don't need to mind my machine. It's actually an inheritance and it does a great job. Okay, we're cutting every thread to make our job as neat as possible. So this is what we have. Then next we're going to be making 3 folds on the fabric. You just place them as possible as you can and hold them with your fingers and then sew each edge with the machine, just to make sure those folds are going to be stable, so we're ensuring a neat finishing. So you do the same to the other side. You can see I carefully held the folds and sewing through. So here we're folding each end twice and making the fold a little bit bigger for the elastic to pass through. So I've done the other side already, and this is what we have. So we're almost done. You can see how neat it's looking already. Make sure all your threads are cut. Our last stage, we're going to be using our elastic. Here I'm measuring 9 inches. The slimmer elastic is better, so it can rest perfect behind the ears. We're going to be cutting 2 pieces of it for the left and the right ears. So this is a crochet hook. Just pass it through the hole and then use it to pull the elastic through. And then the last thing is to tie the elastic at each end. Tie it as best as you can and tight as you can, and just pass it through the hole. Let the knot be inside so it can appear neater. Do the same for the other side. And then we are done for this first stage of using the sewing machine. You can see it's neater. The sewing is neat and it has that space for how big you want it to be. The second method, we're using our needle and thread. Now this method is actually the same with the other. In case you don't have a sewing machine, you can use your needle and thread. Now I'm just tacking in, just doing the same thing like the first one. I folded the longer side into 2 and I'm tacking through. So in case you don't have a sewing machine, this method can be adopted. So this is what we have. Now the same folds as what we're going to be doing, the same 3 folds. Now in this method, you can, if you remember, at the first method, the machine helped us to sew it through, but here, because we're using needle and thread, I had to get a peg to hold the folds. You can use anything at home that can be comfortable for you, but this was what I saw and this was what I used. We're holding it so that the folds can be there, and we're stitching through just to hold the folds. Make sure it's not squeezed or gathered. After sewing, make sure that they are still straight. You straighten the fabric so that the folds can still be there. So that's what we have, and you do the same for the other side. So this stage is done. The next thing is to fold each end into two, just like the first method. Now at this point, I try not to allow my stitches to show at the front, just to reduce the roughness. You can see the first, just so the thread doesn't show at the front, to minimize the visibility of the thread. So that's why I'm passing my thread inside the fabric and bringing it out at the back. So that's what I did till I got to the end, and repeat the same method to the other side. You can reduce the excess of the fabric. Make sure your folds, it's okay enough for the elastic to pass through. Make sure it's not too big, make sure it's not too small. So we're doing the same thing, hiding the thread from showing at the front. So I'm ending my stitch. So we're almost done with this method. As you can see, the first stitches are showing, but the second one, the front is. So we're using our elastic right now, the same measurement. The first method, we use a crochet hook. We're going to be using a safety pin to pass the elastic through. In case you can't use the crochet hook, you can use a safety pin to help you out. This method can be tried at home. You can tell your daughters, your children to assist to do something like this, just to keep them busy. So this is done. Now this is the method using the needle and the thread. In case you don't have a machine, this method can also do the same thing, achieve the same purpose. So the third method is using the uhu gum. The same measurement, 10 by 8.5. We're going to be using the gum on the longer sides. I said uhu gum because it doesn't have a smell and it does a good job. There's a gum called aboki gum. Some of us may be familiar with that. It has the smell. It's a gum that's used to repair shoes. It has a smell, so it can really not be comfortable when putting it on your nose. But this method using the uhu gum, this gum is quite advised to be used, or any gum that doesn't have a smell. So The next thing, we are doing the same folds, and at each fold we are using the uhu gum, to hold it, so the gum can actually hold each fold. So that's the first fold. This is the second fold. You can see this method is quite easier. You don't need a peg, you don't need to hold it on the machine and all that. So make sure you cut every strand of thread along the work just to make it neater. So this is the back, and we're using the uhu gum to hold the fabric together at the back so the folds can actually be stable. We're almost done. So at this stage, you apply the uhu gum at the very edge of each side, very end, and then we're going to fold just once. You have to leave a space for the elastic, very, very important. Yeah, you leave a space for it. So you do the same with the other side. And we're almost done. So as usual, use safety pin or crochet hook and put your elastic through, knot it, hide it, so easy to make, trust me. Okay, you can try any of the 3 methods, the one more convenient and preferable for you. I did few of the face masks and I shared to friends and neighbors. So if you have any question, if you have any comment, you can drop it at the comment section below. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.